Good morning, children. Our today's topic is types of chemical reactions. Before going to see what are the different types of chemical reactions, first we will see what is a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is nothing but a chemical equation in which a chemical change is represented. So in the lower classes you have learned about physical changes and chemical changes. A physical change is a one in which there are no new products are formed, whereas in a chemical change the new substances are always formed. So a chemical change can be represented in the form of an equation which is called as chemical reaction. In that chemical reaction, mainly it has reactants and products. The substances which undergo chemical change in the reaction are called reactants, and the newly formed substances are called products. Okay, the substances which undergo chemical change in the reaction. In the reaction, what are the substances that are undergoing the chemical change, which are involving in the chemical reaction, are called reactants. During the chemical reaction, we will get some new substances. The new substances are called as products. So that is a chemical reaction. Now there are different types of chemical reactions. See here. First one is chemical combination. Second, chemical decomposition reaction. Third one is chemical displacement. Fourth one, double displacement reaction. And fifth one is oxidation and reduction. These are the 5 important types of chemical reactions. Let us see one by one. First one is chemical combination. A reaction in which single product is formed from 2 or 3 reactants is known as chemical combination reaction. So, as you can see here, example number 1, coal plus oxygen gives rise to carbon dioxide, where you can find the formation of only one new product that is carbon dioxide from the 2 different reactant substances. Here the 2 reactants are coal and oxygen, whereas the product is carbon dioxide. So always remember that there is a formation of only single product, one from 2 or 3 reactants. Then only it is called as chemical combination. When coal combines with oxygen, we get carbon dioxide as only the product. This chemical change can be represented in the form of an equation C plus O2 gives rise to CO2. And here C represents the carbon. So coal contains carbon in it. So we write C plus O2 gives rise to CO2. In this equation, under the symbol C, we have written S in the bracket that indicates the physical state of the substance. So carbon is in the solid state. We should write it as S in the bracket. O2, that is oxygen, in the gaseous state. So we will write G in the bracket, and CO2, carbon dioxide, also exists in the gaseous state. So we write G in the bracket. So we have to see here how many products are formed in this equation. So only one product is formed. The reactants may be any number, either 2 or 3. Any number of reactants may be present, but only one product is formed. Similarly, in the second example, quicklime plus water gives rise to slaked lime. So here also we have 2 reactants. One is quicklime and second one is water. So both of them, when combined with each other, we get a newly formed substance. The product is slaked lime. So only one product is formed. CaO plus H2O gives rise to CaOH taken twice. CaOH taken twice, slaked lime, is also known as, it is chemically known as calcium hydroxide. And quicklime, CaO, is called as calcium oxide. Calcium oxide plus water gives rise to calcium hydroxide. In this reaction also we have only one product and 2 reactants are there. So these are the examples for chemical combination. Next we see decomposition reaction. If a single substance decomposes to give 2 or more substances, it is called a decomposition reaction. So in decomposition reaction, only one single substance. Here you can see the example. One single substance upon decomposition gives rise to 2 or more substances as the products. For example, limestone decomposition we can see here. CaCO3. Limestone is chemically known as CaCO3, calcium carbonate, which upon heating undergoes decomposition to give two products, that is CaO plus CO2. So this is called a decomposition reaction, where we will get two or more products. Products side we have two or more, but the reactant will be only one. Okay. Next, we can also divide a decomposition reaction into various types based on the nature of the reaction. Based on the nature of the reaction. Decomposition reaction, how the substance is undergoing decomposition. Based on its nature, the decomposition is divided into three types. So, the decomposition reaction takes place either by passing heat energy, or by passing electricity, or by passing light energy. So, in all the three ways, the substance can undergo decomposition. So, based on that, these decomposition reactions are of three types. First one is thermal decomposition. Thermal decomposition means when a decomposition is carried out by heating is called thermal decomposition. When you supply the heat energy to undergo decomposition, then that is called thermal decomposition. Thermal decomposition, the best example is the decomposition of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate upon passing heat energy, I have written here upon the arrow mark, I have written the delta mark. The delta indicates a supplying of heat energy to the reactant. So the reactant substance is limestone here. So when we pass the heat energy to the limestone, when we supply the heat energy to the limestone, limestone undergoes decomposition, means it breaks down, and we get two products, CaO and CO2. So as this decomposition is taking place by passing the heat energy, it is called a thermal decomposition reaction. And many other examples we can write under thermal decomposition. Another one is lead nitrate. Decomposition of lead nitrate. Another one is lead nitrate decomposition. Lead nitrate, PbNO3 taken twice, substance also exists in the solid state, just like limestone. So this lead nitrate also, on passing heat energy, it undergoes decomposition and forms lead monoxide, PbO, nitrogen dioxide, NO2, and oxygen gas. So here also, one substance upon supplying heat energy is undergoing decomposition and is forming three new products here. So we have to remember that, we have to recall that here decomposition is a reaction where we get two or more number of products, whereas the reactant will be only one. In these two cases, we can see the reactant side, there is only one reactant, whereas in the first one two products are there, and in the second one reactant and three products are there. Okay, so this is about thermal decomposition, as this decomposition is taking place by passing the heat energy. And the next one is electrolytic decomposition reaction. An electrolytic decomposition is a decomposition which is carried out by passing electricity. When decomposition is carried out by passing electricity, it is called electrolytic decomposition reaction. You can also see one example, that is here decomposition of water. Water can undergo decomposition only when you pass the electricity through it. So breaking down of water molecules upon the passing electricity is called as electrolysis. Why? Because electro indicates the electricity and lysis indicates breaking down. Here a water molecule breaks down on passing electricity. And what are the products we get when the water molecule undergoes decomposition? We get oxygen and hydrogen, because water contains two elements, H and O. So its formula is H2O, so that on passing electricity it can divide into these two elements only again. So oxygen and hydrogen. We can write it as 2H2O gives rise to O2 plus 2H2O. Upon the arrow mark we should indicate electrolysis. And here L indicates this is existing in the liquid state, so we have to write it L in the bracket. and O2 exists in the gaseous state. So write G in the bracket and G in the bracket for hydrogen also. So as this decomposition of water is taking place by passing the electricity, it is called electrolytic decomposition. Similarly, another type of chemical decomposition is there, which takes place by passing the sunlight. As we are passing the sunlight, here this decomposition is called photochemical decomposition. When the decomposition is carried out in presence of sunlight, it is called as photochemical decomposition. And we can see the example of decomposition of silver bromide on passing the sunlight. So when we pass sunlight through silver bromide, it undergoes decomposition and we get two products, that is silver and bromine. Okay. So this is the silver bromide decomposition which is carried out in presence of sunlight. Hence we call it as photochemical decomposition. So all these three are called as decomposition reactions only. Thermal decomposition, electrolytic decomposition and photochemical decomposition. All of them are called as decomposition only because in all these reactions there is only one reactant, but the products may be two or more than two products. These are three types of decomposition reactions. In the next class, we will see about chemical displacement and double displacement, etc. So children, thank you.